When the prophetic anointing comes, it opens your eyes to see the things of God. When the prophetic anointing comes, it opens your ears to hear God. But there's a dimension that the church has not been taught that God sent me to teach. It is the dimension of the entrance of rematos and kunosko into the heart of a man. Nor has it entered into the hearts of men the things that God has prepared for him. So we don't only hear God through visions. We don't only hear God through voices, but we also hear God in our hearts. That is why the writer of Ecclesiastes says, for he has put eternity in the hearts of men. It means there are many deep things that God speaks to you heart to heart. You may not see a vision. You may not dream a dream. You may not hear a voice, but deep in the inside of you, there are conversations going on between God and your spirit. I know of a seer called Samuel. He waited for that little boy called Saul. Saul was looking for donkeys, but on that day when he met the seer said, I'm not prophesying to you by what I have heard. I'm not prophesying to you by what I have seen. But I'm going to tell you what is in your heart. I'm going to reveal to you the things that God has placed in your heart. I want the church to know that deep in your heart, there is a word that the Lord spoke. You may not be aware of it, but your heart is a fountain of God's virtues. Deep within your heart is a word from the Lord. Deep within your heart flows a prophetic fountain that's pregnant with future possibilities. The Lord has spoken unto men once, yet twice, but man has failed to perceive. In the vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon man, God visits him so that he hides pride from his eyes, so that he keeps him away from the pit. Then he says he visits him and seals instruction in his heart. What you miss in the dream, what you miss in the vision, what you miss in your hearing, God will put it in your heart. So the writer of Ecclesiastes says, you have put heaven in my heart. You have put eternity in my heart. I want you to touch your chest and say, within this heart are instructions of the great God. I am a prophetic vessel. What you missed in your vision, what you missed in your hearing, it's right there in your heart. I love what Jeremiah said when he was giving up on his calling. He says, I decided I was not going to prophesy. I was not going to be in the choir again. I was not going to be a leader again. I decided I was not going to do it. But then he says, when I was minding my own business, I just felt something inside me. It was just like fire shut up in my bones. I couldn't keep the word. I couldn't run away from my calling because God had put it in my heart. I'm here to tell people that are here, you can't give up on it. It's too late. You can't let that vision go. It's too late. It's deeply entrenched in your heart. Don't look for something to see. Don't look for something to hear. You have to follow what God has placed in your heart.